Can't believe I actually went for Takasaki-kun's idea. At the council meeting, the discussion of what to do at the Halloween party was a mess. All kinds of ideas thrown into a ring. But in the end, a live ghost story recital it is. Seems like even the pure virtuous maidens of the Council of Nicaea hold a dark candle in their heart for horror. I meant it as a joke, but most of the members took it seriously, chatting excitedly about how fun it could be. Although, if it had just been regular council members, the idea probably would just faded away after its brief moment in the spotlight. However... What a wonderful idea! You also use it as one of the performances. Vice President clapped her hands together, her face radiant so it had been decided. Still, no one looked delighted, so I guess it's all good. I'm so grateful, Yuzuriha. I blushed with a girly shriek and surprised that I could listen from me. Feeling her pressing against me, she hugs me from behind and the scent of her perfume. Cut it out, Neri. You almost gave me a heart attack. I spooked you. My god, that image is just delightful. Says that joyfully, her arms still around me. I smiled widely to myself, doing one surprise glomping after another for me today. Come on, it's not like we were Hunger Games. For what? It's a movie. I'm just thinking about how people sneak on with me today. Anyway, you're still in your undies. Don't tell me you've been lying in wait for me all this time. No, you're one who got lost in thought while you were undressing. And you're in your underwear too. Oh. Looks like I must have finished undressing while my mind was elsewhere. Realising that I too am down to my underwear. Mary. While we lack any clothes between us now, I'm keenly aware of her body and mine. Her voluptuous chest pressing into my back. Long waves of gorgeous golden hair tickling my skin. Her warmth, which is stoking a smouldering heat at my core. Ah, crap. I turn around haltingly, only to be faced with a valley of her cleavage. My pulse quickens. My heart is pounding so hard you'll surely notice my agitation. You've grown really tall. Yeah. You've grown too. I have? Don't clarify I'm talking about her breasts. Are you done yet? I can't get undressed like this. Huh, that's a shame. She finally pulls away and clasps her hand behind her back, smiling impishly. That smile sends a little flutter through my chest. If you mess around all the time, end up setting a bad example for council members. That's a very attractive image as well. You can actually see the outline of her body through the underwear. It's very nice. How you do it when it's a reverse? I just love how you indulge me. Sport with choice this episode, it seems. I feel like some doting dad being taken for a ride by his little princess. Hide my discomposure behind a snide retort. Forcing myself to act calm, I moved to take off my underwear, telling her that we should get into the hot baths quickly before we catch a chill. It's late and we have a spacious bath all to ourselves. She really is lacking in the boob department, isn't she? Thinking to myself, rest my arms on her thighs and look up at her. What mischief are you planning? Oh no, mischief, I'm just admiring all of you. Admiring of you? You have a scheming glint in your eye. A childhood friend is truly the most terrifying of foes. I look down at my own chest and back up at Neri's. Yaegaki-kun is appealing in her own way, but this is one area where she really falls short. What was that about Yaegaki-san? Going from us to her is like stepping out of the mountains onto a prairie. Baby, you did love that house on the prairie line, don't they? Take that image on my mind and instead tell Neri how I would run into Yagaki cut up alive before coming to a meeting. Really? I haven't seen her in a while, so I'd like to talk to her again. I asked her for ideas for the Halloween party. Oh, so that's where the ghost story session came from. She claps her hands together as though it makes sense now. Looks positively delighted to have found a kindred spirit. The ghost story was actually Takasaki-kun's, not Yagaki. She was really into him. I see. I'll show you something to chat about. She beams happily, her breasts bouncing between the leafy tower with each movement she makes. There's a certain defencelessness that comes with knowing one another so intimately. I hope Yagaki-kun's not so averse to a scary story either. I should invite the two of them to hang out in my bath sometime. I'm not sure about that. Explain that while I don't yet have a handle on Takasaki-kun's personality, Yagaki-kun probably wouldn't be up for it. She can be surprisingly girly in some ways. Really? Is she actually quite shy? I think that's part of it, and according to my sources, she's self-consciousness about her flat chest. Huh? Takasaki-kun probably has the biggest boobs out of her first years. When it's you and me, I think being in a bath with the three of us would be torture for her. Oh, I see. Our breasts are... She hasn't been bothered about our state of undress up until now, so as soon as the word breasts are out and reopen, she squirms awkwardly. Still, she doesn't make any move to cover herself up in front of me. Probably wondering if she's offended me with her frank language. Glad to be friends with someone so as compassionate as you. What? Nothing, it's just been brought home to be all over again. How should have been made council president? Why did I choose me? I really truly think this. I said it in my usual joking fashion, but Neri has caught on to a genuine sentiment behind my words. She looks from the eye. You don't choose your purpose chooses you. What's that? The word of God? No. Something my father used to say, but I think he was right. You were meant to be president, Yuzuriha. No, I actually agree. I think Yuzuriha actually makes a better president. If you weren't, the other students wouldn't have voted for you. Getting voted into various council positions, or even vice presidency, isn't such a big deal. However, to be chosen as president, you first have to overcome all these trials. That's something I understand well, having gone through them myself. I still think you'd better be better suited to it. You have the magnanimity worthy of a president. You allowed a ghost story recital for a Halloween party after all. I would have thought twice about it if it were the only option. I only went ahead with it because I had approved the other plan already. Same with the food. Something in with the rest was no big deal. We share a chuckle. She really is my best friend. Perhaps those words escaped my lips just now. Because Neri puts her finger to hers thoughtfully. You know, I often see Takasaki-san and Yagaki-san together. They do seem really close. Even though they were totally odd to begin with. They were? People can clash with two similar in personality. But I'm sure something happened to deepen my relationship. Something like, what? Oh! Her cheeks flush and blinks innocently. Tracing her finger across her lips, she asks me, do you think that maybe they're dating? Well, for a moment I'm stubborn as how I should answer that question from a position of a president. When I realise he's asking me for my personal opinion. I'll nod. I can't exactly ask him, but I think they probably are. I see. Hey, Yuzuriha, how do you feel about two girls dating? That's... It's probably not very Christian, but I'm kind of jealous. Well, let's be honest, I am. I tried to answer my personal perspective rather than matter of school authority. To be honest, I guess I'm envious. You are? She didn't notably draw back from me, nor did she hide a suspicion. Yeah. It's important to have a friend, and a best friend even, with whom we can share everything with. I'm only here to be intimacy, those two must share. Oh, that's what you mean. We expect something more sordid. I leave it at chest and whack my fingers. She squirms and crosses her arms in front of her to hide her bosom. Hey! You know I'm self-conscious about how big they are. If Yagaki-kun were here, you'd be practically baiting her to smirk and make a sarcastic comment. That's not how I meant it. It's surely just a case of a grass always being green on either side. Still, Neri's brow is furrowed with an expression of general anguish. So adorable I can't help but laugh. You're such a meanie. She glares at me, her cheeks flushed, till I'm done with her lame jokes and beg forgiveness, which she of course grants. I have to give my own opinion. So, as the same question from Neri. A troubled look clouds her face as she tilts her head in thought. I want someone I can lay my heart bare to myself. I do want that kind of intimacy. But, a soft pick from the word, but I cut her off, not wanting to hear the rest. You can't accept two girls being together, right? You really can read my mind. Oh, I can mind meld like a Vulcan. I'm a big fan. But I haven't seen Star Trek, so all I get back is a faint smile. This is one of a few times that seeing a smile makes me a little sad. The key to happiness is never let go of what's most important to you. Oscar Wilde? No, my dad. And I agree with him. My dad did let go of it. He knew it was fate that took it away. Shuhane-san. The mention of the loss must have reminded her of my tutor. Her expression suddenly turned sorrowful. We've been back for ages. We better get out before we turn into prunes. You're right. You're so pale, but hot water really turns you red. You look like a boiled lobster, Neri. You're pale too. I'm relieved to see your expression brighten again. Dating her. My best friend's words felt like a small sharp needle being driven into my heart. I reflect with some detachment, but I'm probably not going to be able to pull it out anytime soon. People often get the wrong idea about me for some reason, but I don't actually mind boring work. In fact, I'm naturally quite good at just steadily toiling away with trivial tasks. I take a certain pride in it. Finishing my task and seeing the fruit of my labour brings with it a pleasant sense of satisfaction and fulfilment. So, I tried to spring on you all of a sudden. No, not at all. It's no bother. Stains really sharp on these white autumnal uniforms. Went out in such a rush, I've sorted something out for you. It's fine. It's not like I don't have a spare, so now let's get this done, shall we? Someone like me who revels in mundane labour, helping out with harvest is no hassle at all. I actually feel bad that she's apologising so much. In fact, this way I don't have to think about last night. Except now I am thinking about the conversation from the previous night and... my mind elsewhere, I accidentally snapped a carrot I'm pulling up. I'll scale down a bit. This is no way to expect our food, Yagaki-kun. A resident gourmand will give me an earful if you saw this. There's something wrong with Yatsuo? I confess I snapped a carrot because I wasn't paying attention. Ah. That means we'll have to harvest a little late. We have? What do you mean? If you leave a harvest too late, the parts of the roots where the cracks develop and start to split, causing the carrot to snap. I thought we had time, but we'd better hurry. I see. This is more to us than meets the eye. All the students of the academy take it in turns to cultivate the allotments. And we all take part in the harvest too, so I've done this before, but I have a lot to learn. This could make a fun hobby in its own way. I think that to myself as I fiddle with a broken carrot. So you and me when they're weirdly shaped, right? Yes, they're perfectly safe. And next time making smoothies out of them, could we get those massive straws and pretend we're health nuts? You have a welcome understanding of grace, Miss Yagaki. The grace of God, huh? That's a concept I probably never would have come across had I not come to his school. The grace of God is a way of talking about the favours God has bestowed upon us, but sounds weird coming from me. Last night's words are still niggling at me, filling my mind with pessimistic thoughts. Sister Basquiat asked me what's wrong, and I forced a cynical smile to my face in an attempt to restore my usual mood. Since the autumn harvest has finally arrived, that means it's almost time to dig up what we've been waiting for, doesn't it? What have you been waiting for? Oh yes, you're talking about sweet potatoes. They'll be delicious as fried up as tempura. Personally, for a good old-fashioned baked potato. But you also if you get out your menu at the Harvest Festival. It's a shame we're not in season just then. Smiles affably. I feel some urge to confess. Wonder how such a benevolent soul might respond if I tried to confess about the things I've been trying so hard not to think about. Sister Basquiat? Well, I can't ask her that. That's too obvious. Have you ever been in love? Answer the question straight up with no preamble and her eyes widen. An expression changed to one of ever so perplexed happiness. It's unusual for you want to talk about love, Miss Yatsushiro. It's not like me? She shakes her head and looks down at her toes like she's unsure what to say. What the heck am I doing asking her this? It's going to take a genius to realise it's not the sort of question you ask a pious, devout Christian nun. It's a thoughtless, insensitive thing to ask. People change. I was in love once. Huh? Back before I committed myself to my faith. I'm sorry, Sister Basquiat. It was a totally inappropriate question. It's fine. You know, Miss Yatsushiro, I think we all need a purpose in life. Without purpose is love, hate, or a meaningless wager. These words sound like it, but I don't know how to respond, so I just stare at her, and she smiles sadly. Don't allow yourself to become hollow, Miss Yatsushiro. Don't become like me. Feel like those words hang in the air unsaid. It's been a while since I talked to Mrs. Basquiat. I do feel a slight weight has been lifted from my shoulders. Which wasn't a confession, but I should take it on the role of confessor. All the same, I smile wildly to myself. Is something wrong? No, it's a bit late now. I realise it's not like me to be worrying about these things. Not at all, you know. Well, it's not good to worry too much. A little bit of worrying can be healthy. I blink at her. I wouldn't expect to hear that from someone like her. Someone who's always listening to other people's problems and trying her damnedest to solve them. Then again, we're going to come out with some teaching about how to probably draw on our troubles as a source of spiritual sustenance. I suppose you're right. Yes. A life without worry should be boring indeed. You go crazy if every single thing went your way. Just look at those old rock stars. That's not exactly what I meant. Sister Basquiat taking my joke seriously. The way her brows furrow and complexion is pretty cute. I'm sorry, directing conversation. Let's back to harvesting those veggies. I take any nearest carrot, my body feeling somewhat lighter. A cat! A cat? We'll see that cat next episode, shall we? Bye bye.